guys have to share a fence. He's saying that you threatened him, and you admitted that. You said
Well,
you
no, I said that if you're gonna run my family off the road, then you're gonna have to deal with me.
Okay.
That's
Well,
not a
you
threat.
know what?
That's warning him to not
that
threaten
there,
my
when
family.
when I talked to him about that, that was a misunderstanding. He thought that your wife was stopping just to be malicious towards him because she didn't like him. But I explained to him, you guys have a van and the front end's very low. He didn't want to bottom out, so she went slow over the dip. So he kind of understands that. So he wasn't trying to run your wife off the road or anything. It was what he said. He misunderstood what the actions were that your wife was taking. He thought that it was kind of malicious, but
Yeah.
I told him it was nothing
I
like that.
told him I wasn't.
Well, sometimes it's better when it comes from us because I don't know why.
And
Yeah, I got you.
All we're gonna ask, just like we told him, you guys have to share a fence. You guys both live here. Doesn't mean you have to have any conversation with each other. You don't need to talk to each other. You don't need to be involved with each other. If he says something on his side of the fence, you don't have to listen to it, right? And he's been told the same thing. Don't talk to him. Don't listen to him. If he's in his yard, just let him be in his yard. Because you guys have a right to be in your yard, and you have a right to have your freedom of speech. But when you start getting back and forth, bantering back and forth, that's when somebody says something or somebody does something that you eventually regret. And it could be either side.
Not me.
Well, I'm just telling you.
The whole conversation.
Okay, but there's two sides to a conversation,
Yeah.
just like there's here, right?
My side was, I'm not going over into your fence to fuck you up, but you keep telling me to come over there and fuck you up.
And
but
that's what.
I'm like,
he
no,
said
come
he
on, man,
told
grow
you,
up.
and you said you told him.
And he's acting
just
like
stop.
a child, and I'm trying to act like
You
a
know,
man.
Just stop
that's
it.
a problem.
Okay, here's the thing. If you know that he's going to say stuff like that, why even engage with him? Instead of engaging in conversation with him, just let it be. I mean, if you
Because
have
my
a
fault is whenever this.
If you have a problem, if you have a problem with it, you call us. You don't go handle it with him anymore, okay? Because obviously you guys are going to butt heads, and somebody's going to say something or do something that somebody regrets. And if that's him or if that's you, to the point where somebody has to either get a ticket or go to jail, that's a hard learning lesson. And all I'm asking for is you guys leave each other be. You know, I mean, if he says something silly, let him say something silly. Saying something silly doesn't mean that you have to respond.
Oh, you mean
to
like calling my children retarded?
Okay.
Or saying my wife is a piece of shit bitch?
Do you have any reason to respond to that?
No, but he wanted me to. That's the problem. I didn't.
Okay.
The thing is, he's over here punching. He's over here punching the fence and acting psychotic.
Let him punch his fence. It only hurts his hand.
It's his fence. Who cares?
So if I jumped over and said I'm gonna shoot your house up and act like I'm gonna shoot your house up, that's,
here's the deal.
You know, just
both sides said that both people said things that were inappropriate. If you want and you want to have your day in court, I can write you a ticket for what he says you said, and I can write him a ticket for what you say he said. Or we can have a learning experience and don't do this in the future.
Yeah, I'd rather just have a freaking paper saying what happened here, so then I can.
It comes a $200 fine for both sides.
So you can't.
I can't.
Well, there's going to be a record, is what I'm saying. There's going to be a record of this.
Yeah, there's a record. We're here.
That's the thing. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
Because he's over here saying he's going to shoot my house up.
And he said that you threatened to kill him.
No, I said that I will freaking stop this. Him running my family off the road. It's a threat right there in itself.
Okay. You understand that both sides said the same sort of things to each other. And
no, we didn't. That's the thing.
Okay.
We didn't say the same thing. I'm not going to agree with that because I didn't threaten him.
Did you engage in conversation that you didn't need to engage in for any reason, shape, or form? Did you have any conversation with him? You could have walked away and called us. If it was bad enough that you thought you needed to go confront him, then you should have called us. There's no reason to confront him in the future because you're going to say or do something that will get yourself in trouble.
Then I become targeted anyways.
Well, and that's what he's saying, that you're targeting him. So all I'm saying is that don't have any more conversations with him. You understand that?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I will always do that. That's not me.
Well,
that's him. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but he says it was you. Okay, and we weren't here. Well, so we weren't here. So you have your side and he has his side.
Yeah, I know.
And
I wish I had video. I wish I did. I wish I did. I really do.
You have a phone. If he starts doing something and you want to video it, if he's in your yard, you have every right. You can't go over into his yard. Don't do that. And you can't go video through his windows.
Oh, of course.
Okay? But if he's over here making threats, standing at your fence, and you want to hold up your phone and video him, video him. That way you have a side. Mm-hmm. But right now, it's just two stories.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to have to be back here later with you guys doing something else to each other. Whether it's you going over there or him coming over here. I'm just asking you that if he's out in his yard, you leave him be. If he says something silly, you leave him be. You don't even need to respond. If there's something that you need to call us for, you call us, just like I told him. Okay?
Okay.
That's all
Well,
I'm
that's
asking.
another thing. While we were in the confrontation, he's supposedly on the phone with a cop, with one of his buddies, trying to come and mess with me. So
Well-
he likes using the state against people, which
Well-
is kind of screwed up.
He didn't call the police.
Well, it was not 911, but he called someone on
He
the
didn't
phone.
call us.
He
He
didn't
said
call
he was
us.
called.
You
Yeah,
called us, that's why
which-
we're here.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's why I had
can
to.
pick up my phone and
because-
say I called the president. Doesn't mean I'm on the phone with the
Yeah,
president.
but you know what I'm saying, man. I had to do this. Is what I'm saying. I
Well,
wouldn't have done it if I didn't
okay.
have to. But he's a
all
psycho.
all I'm saying is, don't talk to him.
I'm not.
Well, you did today.
Because
Don't
he
anymore.
ran my family off the road,
Okay.
and I
Don't
know I
anymore.
should have called you, but still,
That-
that wouldn't have freaking helped. On where I am, I can't do that.
Well,
You might
and-
think that I can, because you're on the other side. I'm in here.
Okay,
I'm in the
and-
ghetto. I'm not in, I don't have a 2-story house. I'm renting.
Neither do I.
I know.
Okay?
And
So,
that's a
I'm-
damn shame. You should.
I'm
Because that's
telling,
a
I'm
damn
telling
shame.
you,
How
if you
system's
call
set
us,
up.
we'll come. Right?
Yeah.
We're here.
This is our side of town. We're no more
I'm-
than 5 minutes away.
I am
most of
through
the-
this
is
this side of
ridiculous,
town.
though.
I am
I've-
through this side of town
don't-
at
I don't
least
think
5
that's right.
times a day.
I
I'm
think
on
you
your
guys-
street right
see, you
here
guys
5
are damn
times a day.
happy. I know police are over here struggling too,
Yeah,
trying to make their
and you know
freaking
what,
bills,
dude?
and it's freaking
Surprise,
so
surprise.
ridiculous.
I live probably 3 miles away, if even that, 2 miles away. So this is still what I would consider my neighborhood.
Yeah, but it's.
So don't jump to conclusions.
But no, I'm not. I'm saying
thinking
that
everything's
everybody
all
else.
one-sided.
Everybody, I'm not.
You know?
The thing is, everybody else is whenever I do that, then I become a snitch,
This
and
is
then
your
I become
community.
everything.
This is your community. If
You live here.
I mean, if you look at Pueblo as a whole, every community has pockets of really nice houses and then somebody who's just driving the neighborhood down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can either be a
It's
nice
like they're on
family,
all sides of town,
or you
all-
can be the
everywhere.
part that's driving it down. And I'm not judging either side. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying be the
Take care
best
of your
person you
own.
can be and take care of your own stuff. And if you need help, you call us, and we come.
Be only
Doesn't matter
concerned
where
with
you are.
what's inside these gates. This is
And
your only
and if,
concern.
if he comes out and spouts off, starts saying something to you, instead of engaging in it,
Go inside and call
pull
us.
out your phone, hit the record, and have your wife call 911.
It's
Simple.
another thing. I wish I had a videotape. It's because I had my wagon stolen out of my yard. He said he knew who it was. It had the description. I asked him for the videotape because he has a camera. Can't get a videotape. ADT says I can't have a videotape.
Well, you know what?
So
that's
then-
his,
but
that's
he-
his,
but
his
then he
choice.
said- he
it's
said-
his equipment. It's his.
But the thing is,
Footage,
then he
it's his-
said
it's his
that that was
property.
before when we were friends.
Right.
And now I'm saying, I came back and asked him, how'd that happen? Why didn't you give me the information? Because he was part of it. But anyways,
Just leave him be.
I know
I mean,
I'm dealing with a low light.
great fences make great neighbors. That fence is apparently not high enough. Okay.
Right.
So just you guys leave him be. I've told him to leave you be. Hopefully you guys can get along and live your lives in a neighborhood that really could use some people that cared about it. Okay.
Amen. Well,
All right.
right.
Good luck, man.
you have a good one.